Well, a little over 13 years ago, Jim Tressel, depending upon which history you believe, either resigned or was forced out as Ohio State's head football coach. Much has changed in the game since then. Earlier this spring, Tressel, now fully retired but still quite active, made an appearance at the Freedom Township Men's Club Sports Night in Napoleon. We chatted with him on a variety of subjects, including whether he would want to coach in today's college athletics with open payments to players.
Oh, I'm just grateful for the time that I had. I don't ever worry about what I didn't have. I do get concerned a little bit about many of my young guys who are now head coaches and even the high school coaches, seeing kind of what they're going through, and even the high school teachers. But times change. You don't always know the whys and the wherefores of it, but reality is reality. And I'm just happy I got to coach for 37 years and 10 years at Ohio State as the head coach. I don't know if you can bellyache if you had that chance.
Since retiring as Youngstown State's president last year, Tressel has been more visible to Buckeye Nation, including current OSU head coach Ryan Day.
And that's been the biggest, I think, fun of retirement. I flunked retirement because I've been just as busy, but I've been able to reconnect with guys that coached for me, guys that played for me. And it's been fun getting to know Coach Day. You know, I knew him, but I didn't really know him. And it's really been fun to get to know him a lot. Really over the last 15 months, I've really gotten to spend a little bit more time with him and really appreciate. I know how hard his job is, and so any assistance I can give. And just 2 weekends ago, I got to go to Notre Dame's spring game, and Marcus Freeman, and so proud of what he's doing. And I took my grandson, who lives about 90 minutes from South Bend, and he got to go down on the field, and it's a big deal for a 9-year-old. And so having the time to reconnect and give back to the people that were good to us has been fun.
His 9-1 record against Michigan still a point of pride for the Hall of Famer, and he is certain the Buckeyes will be able to stop their current 3-game losing streak to the national champions.
That's important to all of us, and he's played against a couple really good Michigan teams the last couple of years, and came up just an inch short here or there, and he's not going to allow that to consume him, but he also knows full well that in order to do everything that he thinks and we think the Buckeyes are capable of, that's something that has to be, taken care of, and he will. And I was at spring practice a month or so ago there, and man, Buckeyes have got some guys now, so I think they're going to be just fine.
When Ohio State dominated the Wolverines to begin the 21st century, Tressel and Urban Meyer enjoying a combined 16-1 record against Michigan, some wished for a more competitive rivalry.
Oh, I think any time that the rivalry is, knocked down, drag out, you get knocked down, then they get knocked down, I think that's healthy. I like it better when they're knocked down, all the time, but, it keeps that rivalry in the spotlight nationally, which is a big thing.
Tressel hopes the expansion of the Big Ten and the playoffs doesn't water down the game.
What's going to be interesting is with so many teams in the Big Ten and the SEC and that kind of thing, I just hope, the rivalries, don't lose their luster, because I don't care who I talk to that's played at Ohio State, the only thing that's ever asked them is what was your record against the team up north, and the guys that have a sparkling record, man, they jump up in the air and tell you. The ones that don't, they kind of change the conversation, and so, I hope we don't lose that. I don't see how we could lose the importance of that game, but sometimes when things get bigger and more involved, what'll be interesting is if they ever have to play twice in a year, which could happen. Could happen, in regular season Big Ten championship, could happen regular season playoffs. So that'll be an interesting dynamic.